Hi, welcome to Communication Skill Enhancement Practice. We all want to grow in our life, and one thing which is stopping us for our growth is our lack of communication skill, lack of practice in communication skills. We are not able to grow in our life for our one skill, that is, we are not able to express ourselves, we are not able to enhance our skills also. So we want to express ourselves, we want to represent ourselves in a better way, but we are unable to do it because we are not able to practice it properly. So what I am doing is practicing daily, because one thing, if we want to develop a skills, it should be come to from your subconscious mind only. Because when you are facing some customers, clients, when you are public speaking, doing some public speaking in a mass people, you cannot be confident directly to that. You can be look confident directly at that moment if we will not practice it daily. But problem is we cannot have a public for our public speaking practice. Yes, public will be there when we have to communicate certain a very important thing, but public will be not there when we are practicing something, because nobody will like somebody doing practice. So what should we do? Because you have to learn that skill, we have to practice that skill. So we can make video daily for 10 minutes, so that we will be in a strong, we can do a strong practice daily, and it will be fed to our subconscious mind. So 10 minutes making video and evaluating it, improving it, modifying it will be help a lot. And I have also learned and shared that reading books loudly, listening English speaking for when you are going to sleep, listening when you are free, discussing with people more in English rather than just speaking in other language, and try to speak in a more formal way, because we speak in a very casual way in our day-to-day life, and when we have to speak in a formal way we get nervous. So what we have to do is we have to practice daily we have to practice it, and then we can crack it. And one thing I am continuing from last 3 days is practicing the question for an interview, or it can be also required if you are doing some presentation, and also it is required when you have to handle some client, and handling any situation you have to first introduce yourself. Take it as a you have to introduce yourself in anywhere. So by speaking in a very well structured manner, we can introduce ourselves, and influence at that moment itself. We can able to influence at the time of introduction itself. So isn't it will be great if we will be introduce ourselves and people will be influenced. So how can it happen that we will just introduce ourselves, we will just tell about ourselves, and people will be get influenced, people will be get happy, people will be convinced, and they will start like you. At the interview or at the client, when you are a business meeting, when customers are waiting, when investors are waiting, so when you have to give your introduction, you cannot, they are not just know, they don't want to know about your family backgrounds, they want to know even your age, they don't want to know how much salary you are earning, they just want to know for their perspective, they want to know for their perspective. A investor want to know is do your company is going to give a good return to him, ROI, return on investments, are you able to give him a good return better than other clients, other companies? That investor want to know. A customer want to know, can you able to give a good service or product on time with good quality? A interviewer want to know, Are you fit for the company? Are you excited? Are you excited to work in your company? And are you going to add value more than other persons? So what we have to do is we have to do our introduction in that manner, that the way other people want. We have to give our introductions in other people's perspective. Then can we give our introduction so that we can influence people, we can convince people. When we have to give introduction about yourself for our interview, we have to structure it in 5 bullet points. First points. Tell about your description in one line. If somebody know your name, then you don't have to repeat your name. You don't have to repeat your location or background. You have to just I am working in this position and I have experience of this. You can say I am from this location. You can add, but most important, the position you are working and the experience you have. That he is wanting to know. Then the next 3 points are the bullet points, are the success stories, the strength areas, the achievements. I have able to achieve 3 points. I can say I have able to achieve these targets, which is large, which is more than the regular targets by identifying bottleneck, by improving bottleneck, by reducing other reworks. As I am an engineer, reducing rework, reducing or the non-value added activities. So I am able to improve the cycle time. I am able to achieve targets. I am able to reduce target cycle time. I am able to reduce non-value added activities by implementing lean tools, 5S, by implementing 5S, by collaboration, by team building, by influencing, by motivating, by training. So repeatedly we use those words which the interviewer will like, that like implement, reducing, achieving, improving, reducing reworks, non-value activities, improving productivity, improving, reducing cycle time, improving or the workplace area, organizing. The word we are using with enthusiasm, with interest and excitement, then people will like you. And the last point, it should be, I am excited to work in your organization and I hope my candidature will be acceptable in your organization. What do you think, sir? You can ask question also at the closing point. Because if you will not ask question, then he will start asking questions repeatedly to you. He will be in a bombarding stage. So we have to control it. We cannot just giving answer of a bombarding questions of different situations. We have to control that situation also. If you have to control that situation, then we have to ask questions. Why should always other people ask questions? We can ask questions. We should show some patience and some smartness. We can ask questions and control the situations. Then if we will ask questions, then people has to answer our questions. They cannot ask ourselves questions. We can ask also some questions and also represent something extra or more. We can also at the moment we can also describe our more strength areas. I am able to complete this project on time. I have done more than, I have worked more than 12 or 14 hours continuously for 2 to 3 months to achieve this huge targets, to complete this project on time. And I have not demanded for any overtime for that, because I know this is the companies require this and I'll do this. So what we are doing is we are impressing people, we are impressing our opponent, but we are controlling the situation also. We cannot give the rein of the horse to other and then just sit there. We have to control the rein of the horse when we are sitting on the horse. And we can keep that control by using some hacks, some tricks. And these tricks is really helpful. So use the tricks, do daily practice. Daily practice will improve your communication skills, and small improvement will boost your confidence. Thanks.